Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're kicking off a wild adventure. Gyodor, unable to restrain himself, punched the fat man and entered the club, filled with singing and dancing acts, where his girlfriend had become a trainee. Gyodor kindly dressed his girlfriend in a jacket, ready to flee, but was stopped by Linban. Gyodor paused, then tossed her out. The next second, club security charged over, and without a gun, Gyodor turned it into a full-blown hot bath. After all, a top assassin before, he handled these small fries with ease, while Kaoni took the heart amidst the chaos. After Gyodor beat them, he found they'd fled, tried to escape with his girlfriend, but was cornered by FBI agents. Gyodor soothed his girlfriend, then fought the FBI, but soon his artificial heart lost power. Weak and helpless, Gyodor had to endure the beating until a cop slapped him with a stun gun that recharged his heart, turning him into a Super Saiyan once more. Instantly, he took down all cops, drove a police car away with his girlfriend, recharging with a stun gun so handy. The scene was logical. His girlfriend was overjoyed at his survival, but Gyodor only wanted to find Chiang Mai for the heart. She said Joannie often went to the racetrack. She went to check, but hit a parade blocking the road, so had to run on foot. While trying to show off on the way, his pain forced Gyodor to sprint desperately towards a nearby park. He saw someone shocking a dog with a stun gun, and without hesitation took the collar and put it on himself. He then let the dog owner zap him, and that move made Gyodor bark with joy like an excited pup. The nearby dog was bewildered, thinking it had found a long-lost brother, when suddenly the beaten cop came charging back, and Gyodor quickly took the pup to the park, with the cop's hot on his tail, and Gyodor swiftly grabbed the stun gun and bolted. Chang Ye's big dog tackled the officers, buying Gyodor some escape time, but there were just too many of them, quickly surrounded. Suddenly, a long-haired man on a motorcycle popped up, and Gyodor was taken aback. He looked just like the late Zio, but he couldn't think much. Gyodor jumped on the bike, realizing the long-haired man was Zio's brother, who took him to the racetrack. At this point, he was barely holding it together, and there was nowhere to recharge, so he called the doctor, who advised him. Subtitles, he learned rubbing could recharge him, so Gyodor rubbed passers-by, who, thinking he was from Chengdu, pushed him away. Gyodor turned to an old lady, but guards rushed to catch him. Luckily, his girlfriend arrived in time to rescue him. At that moment, Gyodor saw Chiang Mai with the heart, rushed to grab her, but his body needed a quick recharge. His girlfriend had a brainwave and proposed a plan. They gave an impromptu show at the racetrack, instantly sparking the crowd's enthusiasm. Even Joannie stopped to watch. Gyodor chased him, making Joannie run and jump into a comrade's car to flee. Gyodor instantly became Super Escape Master, soaring between buildings and landing on a car to seize the heart-filled box. The driver drifted and flung him off, leaving him watching the escape. Just then, mob boss Tang Jin called him. Gyodor had saved Tang once, thinking he'd help get the heart back, but he was Joannie's accomplice. Tang Jin told Gyodor the heart went to the gang elder, over 100, and needing a strong heart to live, making Gyodor the best choice. He advised Gyodor not to resist or die faster. Gyodor, enraged, punched and knocked him out. Gyodor fired wildly at the men, wiped them all out, then the car crashed into a pole, and he quickly exited. Spotting a high-voltage box, he got a wild idea, which instantly brought him back to peak performance as he continued the search for his heart. He spotted Joannie on the road, drew his gun and fired, but was blocked a wild cat and mouse game. Joannie desperately cornered Gyodor, but was countered, creating a comical scene. Crafty Joannie seized the chance to grab Gyodor, shot but got hit, then fired back intensely. What a wild, blonde battle. Joannie had nowhere to escape and darted into the power plant. Gyodor chased after him, but Joannie launched a surprise attack, knocking him into the electrical box. Little did Joannie know that gave Gyodor a perfect chance to recharge, and now he was like Thor arriving in the storm, absolutely powerful. The power plant was being demolished like child's play, and Gyodor fiercely questioned the whereabouts of his heart, seemingly gathering incredible energy. He found himself in front of a villa, and the man standing before him was the mob boss Snow Weasel. The bald guy he killed was his own. Snow Weasel had resorted to black tech to resurrect his brother for revenge, planning to humiliate Gyodor right in front of him. Then, the Snow Weasel whipped Gyodor, who, drained of energy, could barely resist and was at his mercy. At this moment, the long-haired strategist arrived with his team, sparking a fierce gunfight. Snow Weasel was shot. Gyodor aimed to finish him off. But his henchman blocked him. Gyudo grabbed a weapon and fired away. The bald man's tank was shattered, his head left hanging upside down. Gyudo blasted it with atomic breath and pulled out the tubes. He kicked the head off, then, lacking power, Gyudo felt dizzy and saw high voltage power nearby. With all his might, he climbed the electric pole and reached for the wires. The next second, he got zapped and shot out like a cannon, transforming into a... He unleashed a fury of punches at Snow Weasel, each hit landing hard with fiery barrage that took him down faster than a light. Gyudo tossed Snow Weasel into the pool for a permanent reunion with his brother, and feeling victorious, he even gave a heart sign to the screen.